BroncoStevens Show channel on YouTube. It is Monday evening, like 10:30. Most of you probably hit the hay, packed it in, snoozing. But yeah, it's Monday. Hopefully everybody had a good day. I know for most it's the beginning of a long, dreadful week of getting up early and dealing with traffic and people and all that. So anyway, enough of that. Whew, enough of it. So I'm the BroncoStevens comedy channel, and so I like to do comedy stuff. I do a lot of musical skits and musical, songs, made up songs, a lot of comedy skits. I've got different playlists, and today I was working on this old man. He does a bunch of rants, and so each of the characters I've developed have their own little thing, and this old man likes to go outside and just rant. Today he was going on people. He was going on about the people. There was a dude out in front of Sonic on a bicycle, just scrolling on his phone, just paused in time, and this old man had enough of it, so he had to go throw down on some YouTube and put his 2 cents in there. And so, always a quick little funny skit. Usually ends abruptly with something bizarre at the end. There's a lot of little funny sayings and intentional mess ups in it that are pretty funny. Also, you can watch for those, listen for like words that are like out of context and place and stuff. And so that's this old man. I did the one about the Sonic bicycle guy today, and then I did another one. He was going on about being outside, getting that natural sunlight, going outside barefoot, grounding, and just connecting with the earth and things like that. And that one's got a surprise ending also. But if you go to BroncoStevens channel under playlist, you can find this old man. You can see those. And then one of the things I've also been doing a lot of is just editing. I go live pretty often, almost every day. And so some moments, I do a lot of stuff impromptu on the lives. Like I'll pull out a guitar and sing a song that's pretty unrehearsed, or just do a different version of a song I've been working on, stuff like that. And so, or I'll just tell you about something weird that happened in my day. And sometimes those funny stories become that. They become little funny stories. So I've been doing some editing on those and trying to drop some shorts for people to listen at for that. And then I also can bring them back to the live. If you want to see the full version of where the short came from, you can search it in the lives. Loverboy Boy VR, hello. 1-bit. Hey, how's it going? How y'all doing? Glad to know somebody's out there this evening. But so yeah, I've been working on the live stuff, the editings of the lives, and then today I worked on the playlist for this old man, which is the angry old man rant. I don't know if you two subscribe to the BroncoStevens comedy channel, but that's what you're watching. I run a comedy channel on here and put content out almost daily, sometimes multiple times a day. And I try to go live usually every day. Sometimes I miss. So, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, check it out if you like comedy. I have several playlists out there. I've got He's a Dad, which is the one I've got like 60 plus, probably close to 70 videos on in that. And is that a spider there? I don't know. What do you mean? There might be a spider there. I mean, hell, there could be a spider dropping on my head. I'm out in my garage where I've seen some good ones. How would you describe your take on comedy? So yeah, I do a lot of musical stuff. Like my guitar's over here. I like to just do goofy songs on guitar. I like to do skits. Like I've developed a bunch of different characters for the channel, and that's what I was kind of telling you about it. If you go under my playlist, I've got He's a Dad, and it's going to have a narrator that tells something about my life, and then I'll dive in and go up to that. How much money do I have? I don't know. If I have to check my checking account, not a lot. I'm one of those people. I have 6 kids, and so I make a lot of money, but it just evaporates. Like literally, I mean, I'm throwing money in the trash can every day with food that doesn't get eaten, or just we go through a lot of stuff. Having 8 people in the house, the wife and I, and 6 kids, and I got them from 3 years old up to 23 years old. So, I mean, it's expensive, and so while we make decent money, it goes out pretty fast. But that's a pretty personal question. I'm not going to ask anybody what they make. I mean, and money's just a tool. It's not, money isn't happiness or anything like that. 6 kids is a hell of a lot in this day and age. It actually is. It's a ton, and it's a ton of responsibility, and it's a ton of comedy. That's why I'm on here. It's a good outlet for me to blow off some steam. Instead of screaming at people, I can go do videos or things like that. And if it gets stressful, usually it's fun though. Usually the chaos and all the activity and noise I'm used to. So I don't know what I'm gonna do if and when I live long enough to become an empty nester. Because I'm 50 now and I got a 3-year-old. So that in itself is something. So yeah. And then so I've got the He's a Dad series. I've got Mr. Stevens. Mr. Stevens is like, hey, how you doing, guys? Wow, I am so excited to see you. Today, we're going to do a little song, and then, we'll do whatever song. He's kind of like Miss Rachel for adults. He's just some wackadoodle guy that likes to play songs, super high energy and excited, like creepily overly excited. That's Mr. Stevens. Rolling. Literally, that is so bizarre, Dylan, that you say that, because I'm literally had the concept in my head because I've been doing a lot of videos. Like last night or the night before, I literally wrote a song under a different one of my characters. I've got a character called Scatman-Doo. Scatman-Doo does like blues type of dun, 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 and with the raspy voice stuff. And he was doing a song about all she wants, like I think it was either all she wants to do is scroll or I don't know. It's something about scrolling. So it's very new. I've only played it a couple times, but I did record it. It's out there under my Scatman-Doo playlist. You can find scrolling. And I was literally had the concept in my head to do the Limp Bizkit song Rolling with like the triple screen of people on their phone singing scrolling. So it's weird that you bring up that song, Dylan. Limp Bizkit, yeah. I like Rearranged by Limp Bizkit. That's probably my favorite song that they had back in the day. Gold Dust Woman. I cannot imagine having the energy for a 3-year-old at 50. I can't either. And I had a stroke 5 years ago. And so that sucked the life out of me. Like literally, I just don't have the energy I used to have. I used to be Superman. At least I felt like Superman. I mean, I could get up and do everything, like play with all the kids and work an hour or work a 12-hour day and come home and cook and clean and be a good father and husband and all that stuff. And now I just have no energy. Like literally, I get down to play with a 3-year-old and I'm just like, whew, I'm exhausted. So it is a lot. Absolutely. Gold Dust Woman, you are on point on that. Incredible. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, it's been a wild ride. And so I grew up playing music in a band. That's what I did when I was a young kid. And the BroncoStevens band was my band. And so, 20, 30 years later, probably 30, yeah, I guess it's like 30, almost 30 years later, here I am doing the BroncoStevens comedy channel and basically putting a little music into that. Yeah, I try to be a good father. I mean, I have those moments where like I'm amazing and I'm nurturing and caring and I listen and all that stuff. And then I have moments where I just like blow up and I'm like, just things fall apart. But that's life, and, I try to learn from it. I try to have a healthy balance of my time because for the longest time, what I didn't do is just like for myself, just get away and give myself some time to like process everything, and so like I was always caring for people. And so now I take some time each day for me. And that helps. Like that helps me be a better father. Just decompress and be silly and make music and stuff like that. I have to have an outlet. Otherwise stuff just builds in. So, but yeah, I try to be a good dad. And I've got some of my kids like to go on camera and some of them don't. And so like if you go under, I've got a playlist called Spreading Joy. And that one is just like me and like my little girls. They love to go on camera. So like my 3-year-old, my 7-year-old, my 9-year-old, they're they're out there playing with stuffed animals. We're out in the yard in the sun, like hiding in stuffed animals and doing like silly pop outs and stuff like that. Under spreading joy, that's all about trying to get people to smile, even at my expense. Like I'm being super cringy, just But if I can make somebody smile out there or laugh, that's fine. I mean, I've got at 50, I've got thick skin. The stroke didn't kill me. I'm here ticking, and so I'm just happy to be alive and doing life, and having and being blessed with all these kids. I'm surrounded by joy and happiness every day, and so I'm just trying to spread a little bit of that joy and happiness, because there's people out there that have it rough. There's people that had strokes and just didn't come back from it. I mean, I left the hospital with a feeding device out of my stomach because I couldn't swallow food. That's how jacked up I was. But through time, I've got a lot back. Now, did I get everything back? No, I didn't. But I'm a lot better than what I was. So, all right. So, trying to think of what I want to play you tonight. I do original music also. I do just kind of like stuff that I'm working on. I typically don't do anything that I've got 100% finished, mainly because I don't ever 100% finish anything. I just kind of jump around a lot. But I think I got one I'm going to play y'all. Just kind of give you a little sample. And this one I've got some beatboxing on during. I've got a little bit of just kind of a chorus thing to it. And I really don't have the verse lyrics out, so I might make them up if I'm in the mood, or I might just stick with the beatboxing and the chorus. But we'll see how it goes. Let me get a sip here. We'll do it. Thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to the BroncoStevens channel, it's a comedy channel. I'd love for you to check it out. Check out the different playlist. This song's not really a comedy song unless I mess it up real bad, and then we'll just say it's a comedy song. All right, you get it. All right, thanks. Yeah, just a couple chords there and just throw some stuff on it. So, all right. So, Fago, I like your music. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's just a sample of like one style of stuff I do. I do a lot of silly stuff though. A lot of comedy stuff. I'm working on one. it'll be called the Chat GPT. It's basically about you being 50 years old and the technology that's out there today. Like, it's crazy. I grew up, we didn't have all this technology, and now a lot of the stuff that would have taken us weeks to do, you can just seconds. Just it's crazy. But let me ask you something. With all this technology, do you see people just hanging around chilling because they got all this extra time? You don't. So it's like something's not adding up. I'm sitting here as an adult going, hey, when I was a kid, I would have spent 3 weeks on that. Now they're doing it in 3 seconds. But yet everybody's still just busy as crap. I go outside the house, there's traffic everywhere, people coming and going, and nobody seems to be slowing down. So, okay, got to go. BroncoStevens, good night. All right, one bit. I thank you for stopping by, and hope I see you around. So, but yeah, it's crazy. Like, I was just thinking about that, and so that's where the Chat GTP song is going to come about. Just kind of about being the dinosaur that I am, and how fast things go today, but yet there's still just not all this extra time. And also, I think it's going to crush creativity because, everybody just, I don't know, when we grew up, we were bored, and that was fine to be bored, because then when you're bored, your mind comes on and it tries to entertain you. And when you're not bored, because you're stimulated by television or games and just constant stimuli that keep you not bored, then your mind just kind of just goes on autopilot and you just take in information. And so I think, the creative people out there are going to be fewer and further between because no one's going to be bored. So, all right, I've got the wife yelling. She's like, it's time. Okay. So as a dad of 6, I got to rolling. Anyway, it all wrapped up there. That was it. That was like you saw it in the movie. That was gonna end that way. You could feel it, okay. And then the rolling happened, and then you knew it was scripted. All of it, even your comments to me. just playing. All right. Anyway, BroncoStevens, gotta go. Have a good night. Bye.